She does not know. That is the most breathtaking thing about this moment. She does not know that heaven is watching her. She does not know that the course of all human history is balanced, right now, on the quiet rhythm of her breathing. She is simply a girl, and yet nothing about this day will ever be ordinary again. Nazareth, a village so small, so unremarkable that men of power would not bother to speak its name. It is a place of dust and labor, of olive trees whose roots grip the rocky earth like ancient hands refusing to let go. The morning air carries the scent of fresh bread and damp stone, of smoke rising from clay ovens where women have already been working. This is Nazareth, ordinary, forgotten, exactly the kind of place where God seems to prefer to begin. Mary is promised in betrothal to a carpenter named Joseph, a man known for hands that shape wood with patience and intention. She is at the water jar. This is where she often begins her day, at the stone vessel near the entrance of her home. She pours carefully, her movements unhurried. She is simply present, to the water, to the sound of it, to the weight of the jar. The home is small. 2 rooms with thick mud brick walls that hold the cool of night. There are clay pots and dried herbs hanging. Mary takes her place at the grinding stone. She settles into the rhythm, the low sound of grain being broken beneath stone. Her lips move too, quietly, almost imperceptibly. She is praying, speaking softly, naturally, the way a child speaks to a father. Something in her always stirred at the words of the prophets, as if they were addressed not only to history, but to someone still waiting. The grain falls. The sound continues. Outside, Nazareth moves through its morning, and heaven holds its silence, not the ordinary silence of a room where nothing is being said. Something different. Something that arrives the way a change in weather arrives. Before you see it, before you can name it, you feel it. The air in the room shifts. Not dramatically, not with wind or thunder. It is subtler than that. The way a flame will lean in one direction when something unseen moves nearby. Mary's hands slow on the grinding stone. She does not know why. There is no sound that has changed, no movement she has seen. But something in her, something beneath thought, beneath language, responds. She becomes very still. The light coming through the narrow window looks the same. The courtyard outside sounds the same. And yet, everything feels as though it has been placed on pause, as though the entire world has drawn a long breath inward and is holding it, waiting, waiting. Mary lifts her head. She does not speak. Her eyes move slowly across the room, to the doorway, to the corner where the shadow lies deepest, to the window where the morning light falls in its familiar slanted column. Nothing is there, and still the feeling does not leave. It grows, in fact, quietly, the way dawn grows, not all at once, but in increments so gentle that you cannot point to the exact moment when darkness became light. It is simply becoming. Something is becoming present in this room. Her breathing has changed. It is slower now, deeper. Her hands rest still against the stone. The grain sits untouched. She is not afraid, not yet, but she is awake in a way that is different from ordinary wakefulness. Every sense she possesses has moved to its highest register. The smell of the herbs above her seems sharper. The texture of the stone beneath her palms seems more real. It is as though the ordinary world is revealing a depth it usually keeps hidden. And then the light changes. It does not burst. It does not blind. It enters the room the way a great tide enters a harbor. with an authority that needs no announcement, with a fullness that simply is. It comes from no window, from no fire, from no source the eye can fix upon. It is simply there, and it is warm, and it carries within it a weight, the way sacred spaces carry the residue of what has been spoken inside them for 1,000 years. Mary rises. She does not decide to rise. Her body moves before her mind has formed the instruction. She stands in the center of the small room, and the light moves around her like something alive, like something that recognizes her, like something that has traveled an unimaginable distance and has finally arrived. Her heart is beating hard now. Her hands, those hands that have ground grain and carried water and folded fabric, are trembling, not from cold, from nearness, from the overwhelming, undeniable sense that the space she is standing in is no longer only a small home. It is a threshold. It is the border between the world she has always known and a world she has only ever heard whispered about. She draws one breath, then another, and then the voice, not thunder, not the roar she might have imagined, a voice that is clear and present and carries within it every promise ever spoken since the world was spoken into being, a voice that knows her name before she has offered it, a voice that will, in the next few seconds, change every single thing. Greetings, favored one. The Lord is with you. Mary stands in the light. The village moves on outside. A grinding stone sits cold and still, and the universe leans in to hear what a young girl from Nazareth will say next.